What's going on, guys? Ryan O'Toole back here again, giving you guys another Disney Plus review. Today's review is going to be for Mulan 2020, the next live-action Disney remake installment, out today on Disney Plus for premiere access only for $30, and it will be released worldwide December 4th for free. If you guys are new here, feel free to click that subscribe button and that bell notification icon for more reviews, reactions, rankings, and more movie content. A young Chinese maiden disguises herself as a male warrior in order to save her father. We all know the story to Mulan. I just did a review for the 1998 animated classic. That movie I thought was extremely underrated in terms of the Disney Renaissance era. My opinions on the live-action Disney remakes are very mixed. There's a lot of films that aren't good, and I feel are very unnecessary to even remake, especially for The Lion King. Like, that's my favorite Disney movie. That movie did not need to be remade at all, and it wasn't good. Aladdin was a surprise, even though that was very unnecessary to remake. Mulan, on the other hand, I was fine with it being remade. When I heard what they were going to be doing with this Mulan remake, I was very interested. They were going to completely wipe out all the Disney magic. No Mushu, no songs like I'll Make a Man Out of You. It was going to be a complete war movie. Mulan 2020 is a very good live-action Disney remake. This movie, I will say right up front, it is nothing like the 1998 animated classic. It does follow some similar beats to that original film, but it is a completely different take on the source material, which I was very impressed with. The biggest positive for me is the battle sequences. All of the war sequences in this film. It really focuses on northern invaders invading China, and they have to recruit all these men into this big gigantic army, and of course Mulan disguising herself as a man just like the original, but really focusing on the northern invaders. That's what this movie really focuses on. There was one battle sequence in the film that I thought was really cool, to say the least. I love how the battle was filmed. It feels like it's on location. It feels like you're actually a part of the battle yourself. And I was just watching Mulan fight and the soldiers as well. Let's talk about Mulan in here. I think the Mulans are different in both versions. I think the first one, she was learning how to become a warrior. And in this live action remake, ever since she was a kid, she became of that warrior mentality. Ever since she was a little girl chasing chickens, and now as an adult. While I cannot pronounce the actress's name to save my life, she was great in here as Mulan. As this version of the Mulan character, she was great in the action sequences. While some of the acting wasn't perfect, I thought as a character, Mulan in the action sequences, she really carried her own, man. Donnie Yen, I gotta talk about him for a sec. I love him. He is so badass in any movie he takes part in, especially Rogue One. He's supposed to be playing the leading officer from the first Mulan movie, but this one's completely different. And I thought Donnie Yen was really good in here. And like I said, all the battles in this movie are what you're gonna remember about this live action remake. And for me, they really do carry the film. The family aspects are there just like in the animated one, but it doesn't focus on that much. It's pretty much a war movie. But all the family aspects I thought were a lot more emotional in the remake compared to the original one. There's a lot more serious drama going on with Mulan as a young girl, you know, making mistakes. There's more expectations set for Mulan in this remake, and I really loved how, you know, realistic it was. It takes a while for it to get going, I think. For an under 2-hour movie, just at the hour and 55-minute mark, it takes a little bit to find its stride. I think the first act was kind of a lull, but then once the film hits the 40 to 45-minute mark, it finds a great emotional impact, and then I found myself locked into it. I would say the first act is kind of the weakest part. I wasn't interested in Mulan yet, as well as the family and the story it was going. The direction felt underwhelming. There was this subplot in the movie that felt like a subplot from the first movie, and whenever that subplot was thrown in here, it happened at the end, and I was like, it was over like that. I was questioning why they even added it in there, because the film was doing a great job of being completely different from the original one. Before I give you guys my final overall thoughts on Mulan 2020, if this is your guys' first time checking out my channel and you enjoyed my thoughts on this movie and you want to see more content like this, hit that like button and consider clicking that subscribe button, because I do reviews like this, new releases as well as classic movie reviews, ranking videos, Blu-ray hauls at the end of the month. And if you're interested in me talking about movies in an in-depth analysis, I do have a podcast called the Fallen for Film Podcast with my buddy Colin Williams. We have guests on, we talk movie news, the newest ones, and we just have fun talking in an in-depth analysis. If you're interested in that, podcast platform links are in the description. The Mulan remake had a big task going in of trying to live up to the original, but I don't think the movie's intent was to be anything like the original. And it's its own version. It's a war movie. It's got great battle sequences. Mulan is a brave soldier in the battlefield. I don't think it's worth paying $30 for this film right now, so I would wait until December to watch this movie, because $30, that's too much. On my rating scale, Mulan 2020 gets a B+. There you have it, guys. That was my thoughts on Mulan 2020. Did you guys already see Mulan 2020? Are you going to pay that $30 this week, or are you going to wait till December to check this movie out? And if you have seen it, let me know your thoughts down below. Did you love it, think it was okay, or did you absolutely hate it? Thank you guys as always for watching this review. All my social media links are in the description below, and I'll see you guys in the next video. Bye!